Welcome to the Reading Corner. Today we are going to be talking about what I read in September and what I plan to read in October. Now, I feel like the main theme in this video is going to be talking about how life gets in the way of reading. Because if you watch the video on the books I read in August and what I plan to read in September, you're gonna notice that what I actually got to is quite shorter than what I was hoping to get to. And this is just because life took up a lot more of my time, and so I didn't have as much free time to be reading, which is really upsetting. And it's also especially hard when you have so many hobbies and so many things you want to do, right? It's like, if I have a night off, I'm like, okay, do I read? Do I talk to friends and socialize? Do I, go out and do something? Do I watch a video? Do I, catch up on a show? Most of my reading this month was either done when I was in the ER or when I was waiting to go on a plane. Like, that's how I got this much reading done. If neither of those things happened, I don't even know if I would have finished one book. And all that's just to say, like, life is difficult, and I wish I could read more. I went to the bookstore today and I was like, there's so many good books and I want to get them all and I want to read them all. And it's especially hard when you set goals for yourself and then it's the end of the month and you're like, not even close. Especially with reading, it's something I feel like I should be doing more. I feel like I should be making sure that every day I read a little bit, that I'm spending time, not only indulging in these books and achieving my goals with them and, making sure that I read a lot, but also, like, reading is just a good activity. And so when I can't find the time for it in my day, I feel so bad. My main goal for the month was in accordance with Sapphic September, and it was to read the second and third, and maybe start on the fourth book in the Can't Spell Treason Without T, or the Tomes and T series. I always call it the Can't Spell Treason Without T just because that's what the first book is called, but it's the Tomes and T. I originally read this first book here in March, I think, March or April, I'm pretty sure it was March, and I really liked it, but I thought it was a standalone, and then I figured out it was a series, and I figured out that the last book wasn't coming out until it was like end of August. So I was like, I'm gonna wait to read the rest of them until then. The second book in the series, A Pirate's Life for Tea, I read in 21 days and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. At the beginning of the book, the author talks about how you don't really need to read the first book to understand this one. And I definitely feel like that is adequate. These books are not necessarily sequels of each other, they are more so episodes, if that makes sense. Like, this is episode 1 of a sitcom, this is episode 2 of a sitcom. It's like, if you're watching TV and you stumble upon episode 2, yeah, you might miss some of the lore from episode 1, but it's like you can still understand the characters, and it's like the show gives you enough information. I feel like that's kind of the best way to describe this. I feel like if I had that assumption going into it, I might have enjoyed it better, but the plot from the first one, like, kind of the cliffhanger from the first one, definitely, like, wasn't expanded. Like, that was not the main plot of this one, that it, like, was solved in, like, 50 pages towards the end. The main plot is, like, a new plot, which was good, and, like, if you like pirates, if you like lesbians, because now there's 2 sets of lesbians, fun stuff. Like, I liked this book, and honestly, I'm kind of surprised I gave it as high as a 4 out of 5 stars. My main complaint is that it doesn't focus on the main 2 characters as much. Like, it introduces the new couple, and that new couple has, like, chapters that the point of view is from the new characters' perspectives. But that kind of cuts down on the time we get to see of the main characters, which I didn't like as much. And I kept getting Bobby and Sierra confused. Like, I would read one of their names and I'm like, I don't know which one is which. Which in the third book still kind of confused me. But that's an own personal problem, not a problem with the book. Like, it was good, and it definitely, like, if you liked the first one, you're gonna like this one. But it definitely wasn't my favorite of the series. I don't know, it just kind of feels like nothing really happened in this book. It was very hard for me to, like, remain enthralled in it, if that makes sense, which was not at all a problem in the third book. So To You at the Altar is the third book here, and this one took me 7 days to read, and I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and it was definitely my favorite so far. I love this book, as you can see by how quickly I read it, mostly because I wanted to finish it by the end of the month, but mostly because it was also really, really good. Once again, it's a third episode, not really a sequel. You do kind of need, obviously, since they're building on each other, it helps to have read the first 2, but, like, You still don't really need to. They're still very separated plots. In the new characters on this one, they're not given new point of views, but I still really, really, really love the new characters in this one, which are actually introduced at the end of A Pirate's Life for Tea, which was really fun. But it basically deals with them planning their wedding, and it deals with the politics of the world more, which I really enjoyed. I mean, this book is truly like just everything I love in a book. The pacing felt so good, like there was just constantly stuff happening, and the stress of the characters and just everything that was going on felt really, really good. And I was kind of expecting, I thought I was gonna give this a 5 out of 5 stars, but I'm very critical, and there's one decision a character makes that just like, I was like, I don't know if there was enough explanation for that decision. But I really, 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 really liked this book. I think it's the best display of these characters and of their relationship. It's so fucking good, and it makes me really excited for the next one, because I do think the next one was also teased in this one, and I like the plots kind of building on each other more, as opposed to more of the fully separated things happening. But yes, I really enjoyed this series. I just got the next one today, which feels really short. How many pages is this one? Okay, yeah, 3. It's about the same as the last one. The purple is so fucking pretty. All of these books are so pretty. The orange kind of really stands out, huh? I kind of wish it was a cooler color. Because like we got lavender, we got like a purpley magenta, orange, and then blue. Curious. I do also feel like the cover of You Can't Spell Treason Without Tea stands out as well. Like the other ones are so pastels, and then that one is just like brown. So they're all very pretty individually. Not sure how I feel about them working together as a set, but I think they're pretty, which obviously is not the point of the books, but I do love a pretty book. But yes, I am planning to read this 4th book here, Alchemy and a Cup of Tea, in October. It'll be my first read of the month. I'm planning on probably starting it tonight. I'm excited for this kind of wrap up here. I know in the last video I made talking about my monthly reads, I was heavily criticizing series, and especially unfinished series, but I feel like 4 books for this did work really well. Honestly though, I don't know, I guess I'll see how I feel after the second one, or the last one, but I feel like the second one could have been cut, just because it feels so different. Like even while the plots in the first and the second one are separated and they are standalone-esque, this second one just feels so much more removed, which once again, it wasn't bad. I'm just saying how it fits into the series doesn't make as much sense to me. Still loved it. I still would very much recommend this series if you are a fan of cozy fantasies, if you like lesbians. I know Sapphic September is over, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't read books with sapphics in it, okay? Very, very excited to finish it, and I'm glad I got both of those done this month. Now those were the only 2 books I finished this month. I did read some stuff for school, and I did also read some stuff that I didn't finish, including, once again, I'll go speak. Listen, I'm starting to have problems with this book, which I'm gonna wait until I finish it to make a full review and a full in-depth kind of breakdown on what the book is saying. The first 50 pages I flew through, and then I have been trying to force myself to read the rest. Where am I right now? I'm on 93. And it's just been a bit more of a struggle. It feels so repetitive. Like there's so many paragraphs where I'll read it and I'll be like, this is saying the exact same thing that the last paragraph said. Like a lot of it feels redundant and just kind of oversaid. I'm like, you don't need to say I got it the first time, which is starting to be my main problem with the book. So it's just not making me want to read it anymore. But I still am going to finish it. Probably not in October. I'm probably going to set it aside for a bit and maybe get back to it towards the end of the year. We'll see. I genuinely don't know. I have 200 pages left in it, and I have no idea when I'm going to finish it. I started it in July. But I'll get to it eventually. But it still probably will be on the books that I read a few pages of, but did not finish. But moving on to the other books that I want to read in October outside of Alchemy and a Cup of Tea, which I'm going to warn you guys, I have a very big want list again. We'll see how many I actually read. Now, I'm also hoping to read either both of these or one of these. It depends on how long it takes me, either The Proposal or Time Loops and Meet Cutes. The reason I say one or both of these is I go through romances pretty fast. Like, I can read a romance in like 4 days. If I can get through them quickly, then I'll read both of them. If it's like they take me like over a week to get through one of them, then I'll probably move on to my other books and save the one for later. But I definitely this year I'm really becoming more of a romance person. It started with the Windy City series. Which I still need to finish. I still have the 4th and 5th book, but I've been reading them online, and I think I'm gonna wait until I can get them all of the deluxe covers to finish them, because I have too many other books to read before then, so it's like I'm not too pressed to read those ones. But it's really started to get me into my romance phase. I got this book from my used bookstore. Actually, it was like $4. I love sports. I'm really excited for this. Time Loops and Meet Cutes I got in the airport. I was like, I'm just gonna go into the bookstore, I'm not gonna get anything. I got something, of course. I don't know which one I'm gonna read. It'll just depend on where I am after Alchemy and a cup of tea, how I'm feeling. I feel like I should do The Proposal though, because like it's baseball themed. We're about to head in to like the baseball postseason. I feel like that fits. But I feel like this is very October vibes as well. We'll see. You'll see in my next video what I ended up going with, because I don't know yet. But one or both of them is my goal. And then I will probably start, but I'm definitely not going to finish the series. Who knows if I'll finish the first book as well. But it is the Never a Hero, Only a Monster. And then there's also Once a Villain, I think is what the last one's called. This one I was also waiting, because the third one came out like a month ago. And so I was waiting until that one came out to start it. I feel like this is very fall vibes, very October, November vibes. So I'm definitely hoping to start this series this month. I'm very much looking forward to that series. I mean, these covers are absolutely fucking stunning. But anyway, that's kind of all I have to say. I know this is probably a shorter video, but I really could not read a lot this month. Just was not in the cards for me, and that's upsetting. I still did get 2 full books done, which I'm proud of, and I already have reached my yearly goal at the beginning. That was quite fucking rude. At the beginning of the year, I think my goal was 20 books, and I think I'm at like 23 to 25. I don't really remember the full number. I don't have a rant like in the last video. If you have questions on any of those books, or if you want to recommend any or talk about the books that you read in September or are planning to read in October, please put your thoughts in the description and the comments is what I meant. Yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick update and talk about my goals, which I'm very excited for the new month to start and to keep reading. Hoping it's a good one. I'm gonna travel again, so I will have some more time in the airport and on planes to read, which hopefully that'll help me. Anyway, that's all for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and my next video is going to be one that I've been working on for a while. It is about literacy rates, so very excited for you to see that one. That will be coming out later in October, so make sure you keep your eye out. But for now, I will see you when that's posted. Bye.